What's going on, YouTube? Blue Right Pastor here. I just wanted to make a video for you between the Rotor and the Spire. Now, to start off, I'll run some paint through it for you guys. Then, I'll do a review on each of them. I've been running with the Rotor I've probably played 5 days worth of games with the Rotor. And I literally just picked up my Spire last night. So, I don't know about in-game. I just know what I see right here and then. Alright. Run some paint through the Rotor for you guys. The only problem with the speed feed is it's not the best one. It's cheap, but paintballs do end up staying on top unless you shake it. Which, if you're running really brittle paint, could break some balls by shaking it. But it works fine for me. Now, the real main problem that I've noticed with the Rotor is sometimes a couple balls, the spring isn't all that tough that's inside of here. A couple balls will be able to hold this down, so you'll have to either shake it to get the balls into the feeding area, or you'll just have to lean it forward the slightest bit. Alright, run some paint through the Spire now. And as you can see, I love Virtue's speed feed. The Virtue's SF. Some people will bash it saying, oh, well, if one of these fingers gets caught back there, move the paint around inside, dude. You'll figure it out. But the reason why is I'm going to just set this ball on there. And look, one ball worth of weight. And no paint will literally ever fall out because these are made of plastic and they just don't come forward all that much. See? No paint's coming out. Run it through. Sorry I can't show you the actual paint coming out of the loader that well. It's just difficult to load with one hand free. Now, this loader's problem with loading is the exact opposite of the Rotor. With the Rotor, you have to lean it forward, right? But with the Spire, you have to lean it backwards because the feeding mechanism is up front for the Spire and it's in the back, it's in the back for the Spire and it's in the front for the Rotor. Now I will run through how you disassemble each one of them. First, with the Rotor, you'll pop that little tab up right there. Push this little guy in. I like to stick my index finger or some kind of finger in the speed feed, and you just kind of pull up while pushing this little tab down. Then you come up here with this little guy, and you just push it forward. Back pops up. Done. Oh, forgot to close that last time. You're going to open these. And this whole tray of stuff is gonna fall out. Then you can take all this out, your actual board. Don't recommend running it outside because it has no load. I just did that for video's sake. Now, how you put all of this back in is you're going to make sure that this little shark fin is pushed all the way to the forward position and not in the back, all the way forward. Make sure your little power button thing is in, and then you're going to go back first. See how I have the front still up a little bit? And then you're going to push down in the back, or in the front. Make sure that your anti-jam still works, has tension. Make sure your on-off still works. Putting it back together, first is going to go in this little guy with these white gears facing you, or up. Then this little black deal with the bowl looking side facing up also. Then this guy looking like that, not like that. That is wrong. This is right. Then you're going to place that in. Make sure everything gets underneath this tab, because the first time I put it together, I locked it down like that, and it's just not good. So, lock these guys back in place, and you're all good. Now, how the anti-jam feed works is there will be a ball stuck right here, so it'll push it back and back up into the actual loader part. Next, you'll take this black piece, stick it in these little two flaps, and then push down in the back. Take this little guy right here, put it in this little guy right here, push down, push this guy down, rotors all back together. Now for the Spire. This is really nice. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to look right here. Push this up, push this in, pull the speed feed or the lid up. Already halfway done. Gonna take this little guy right here, push it in towards the feeding mechanism, and just pull up. And then that's it, guys. That's as far apart as the Spire comes. I think you can take this little guy off, but I don't see why you would. Oh, Virtue recommends, well, actually tells you not to spin this by hand, because it'll actually start to unwind the motor and cause issues. One reason why you don't need to take it any further apart is there's the out tube, and then I don't know if I can get it, so there's my finger right there. So yeah, really no need to take it any further apart. I've got the spring ramp, or just the ramp in here. Yeah, it says spring ramp. Okay, now my trick that I've found so far is go low in the front, go high in the back for putting this guy back in, and make sure it goes around these two dowels right here. And then just push down in the back. Make sure it's all secure. Make sure this still works. Oh. And then I wanted to show you guys how it works. It actually isn't a noise sensor. It's a G-force sensor. Right up here. See, talking to it doesn't work at all. It's all in if your gun shakes or not when you shoot. So if you fall, it might cause it to feed a little bit extra. But hey, whatever. It works. It doesn't always have pressure on the balls and making it want the balls to break even more. So you're just going to push that little guy down. Then you're going to put this guy and this guy. Then just push down. As simple as that. Push your little tab down so it can't unlock. And then, well, yeah. How to turn it on, just hit that. I have the LED off, as you can see right now. I also have the noise off. How you can change that is hold down this LED cover and turn it on at the same time. As soon as it's on, let go. As you can see, it's now in programming mode. Not too sure what the different colors mean, but there's LED, there's sound, there's force, and there's sensitivity. So yeah. To get out of it, just turn it off and then back on. And then also, for the Spire, it'll continuously do this until it senses a ball. Now it's done. Done. See? So yeah. That's why I prefer the Spire. Like I said, I haven't done actual games yet with it. The Rotor might be able to feed faster, but it also hurts the balls. Preferably. There hasn't been any research behind that, but I feel that if it's constantly trying to shove the balls down into the breach, and the breach isn't ready for any more balls, that eventually a ball will break, or it'll break your detents. So, yeah. That's my overview on Spire versus Rotor. Thanks for watching.